Dear Lord, thank you for this day, and thank you for the opportunity that we have to gather together and do the business of the district. I thank you for these families that are here tonight and for the students whose accomplishments we get to celebrate. I ask that you be with the Chansey family and the birth of their new granddaughter, and just pray that you'll be with them during this time. Lord, please be with us and help us to have clear thoughts and to focus on our students most of all. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Ms. Schooneman. And you heard already that board member Karen Chansey is not with us. She's out of town with a new grandbaby. So we're excited about that for her and her family. Other than that, all board members are present, including our legal counsel, Mrs. Johnston, and Superintendent Bennett. Let's begin with approval of minutes, please.
Make a motion to approve the minutes.
Second. Motion to approve the minutes by Ms. Schooneman, second by Ms. Mercer. Any questions, discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Item 5, Ms. Johnston.
Nothing at this time.
Thank you, ma'am. Number 6, Dr. Bennett.
Yes, ma'am. We've got a few things, and it's always awesome to get to recognize our students. And when they are so successful, we've got quite a few that we're going to recognize tonight. Board members, if you wouldn't mind, I'd like to have y'all come in front of the podium or the dais, and I guess that's what this is. And what I'd like to do is call our students up, and we'll present the certificates to each of them. We'll have a photo opportunity, and we'll take some pictures. And moms and dads, we certainly want y'all to take pictures. Our first one is Justin. Is it Findell? Justin Findell? Is Justin here? Okay. Layla Randolph. Layla? Ava Eggers? Ava. All right, come on up. And board members, if we can get y'all to go down. Ava had a perfect score on the 5th grade ELA reading assessment. Congratulations. That is absolutely awesome. I'm gonna stay here where everybody can hear. I'll still get in the picture. I'll just be in the back of it.
Congratulations, John.
Oh, okay. I was wondering who was. Okay. Let me get right in front of you. Congratulations.
Thank you. Congratulations, Ava.
Very good. Well, we'll just stay here for you.
Next, we have Elijah Robinson. Is Elijah with us? Okay, Elijah had grade 4 fast ELA reading assessment, perfect score. Congratulations, Elijah.
Here's your award. Congratulations. What happens when you're so amazing?
That is.
That is awesome. Thank you.
Good job. One more. Oh, hold on, sorry. You got it, okay. Great job. Oh, you gotta keep standing. Yes.
Okay, next up, we have Andrea Roblero. Did I pronounce that correctly? Roblero? Okay, hold on one second. Andrea had exemplary performance in the fast mathematics assessment. You achieved a perfect score. Congratulations. Grade 5.
Future engineer or future what? What are you planning on? Not sure yet. That's awesome. Good job. Congratulations.
We have one of those stuck together out there. Can anybody see if they have one stuck together? Who are we missing right now? Anybody? Everybody got theirs? Okay. I appreciate everybody coming. We are so proud of y'all.
Yeah.
That is absolutely wonderful. The sky's the limit for you, ladies and gentlemen. Looking forward to seeing your accomplishments as you move through. Thank you so much.
You're welcome to stay and listen to the meeting go on and on, but if you would rather leave and go out to a nice dinner together, whatever you have planned, certainly you're welcome to do that as well.
Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations. I see she's got another smart sister coming out. huh? Yeah. Okay.
A lot of just the biggest smile.
Oh, yeah, so proud.
That's nice.
All right. Madam Chair, the next thing I would like to do is recognize our academic team, our A team. They went to the Battle on the Beach, Fletcher High School. They made it to the semifinals and they came in 5th out of 23 schools, much larger schools. As a matter of fact, one of them, I believe it's Lake Highland Prep, has a $27,900 tuition. Exclusive private school out of Orlando, and our team beat them. So we're really proud of them. And this was multiple size schools. It wasn't just same size schools. I'd like to recognize those team members if I can. It's Hayden Williams, Roy Ortiz, Kara Blosser, Martitza Tovar, Luis Montoya Vasquez, and Wyatt Werner. Of the 124 total competitors, Roy and Hayden placed 14th and 15th respectively. Just an outstanding showing by our A team. That is amazing. Really proud of those guys. And Mr. Hagan, what a great job they did representing DeSoto County High School. The next thing's pertaining to business, Madam Chair. I believe it's item 1007, the job description. If we can get the board members to turn to that. For the grounds crew coordinator. If you look under performance responsibility number 1, we would like to strike the word supervise and put in coordinate in lieu of that.
Coordinates performance of or coordinate grounds?
Coordinate grounds crew.
Okay, coordinate grounds crew.
Yes, ma'am. Performance responsibility number 1, just take supervise out and put coordinate in. And I want you to make a notation of that for Dr. Stafford. That's how we're going to approve that performance standard number 1 on the job description for 1007.
Okay.
We are striking supervise and replacing it with coordinate.
And when we get to new business, board, we'll just make a note that that one, would be as amended so that we know what we're voting on. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Bennett.
Thank you, ma'am. That's all I have at this point, Madam Chair.
All righty, let's go on to public presentations. Is there anyone in the public that wishes to address the board on an agenda item? Seeing none, we will move to number 8, financial reports.
Motion to approve.
Okay. Motion by Dr. Goodman, seconded by Ms. Mercer. I always have to check. They sound so much alike and they're on the same side and my blind side here, so. All right, any other discussion? All in favor? Aye. Motion carries. Number 9, routine business. Motion by Ms. Mercer, seconded by Ms. Schumann. Any other discussion?
Just to note with the change for the job description, 10.07.
That's 10.
Oh,
I think, yeah.
on-
Yeah, so this would be for routine business. All right, all in favor? Aye. Motion carries. For new business with the notation that 10.07, as Ms. Schumann mentioned, this would be, the recommendation would be as amended.
Make a motion.
Second.
We need Ms. Chancey here to help us get some of these things figured out, don't we? All right, motion by Ms. Schumann, seconded by my mother, Dr. Goodman. All right, any other discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Number 11, back to you, Dr. Bennett.
Yes, ma'am. A couple things. Roofs throughout the district are being repaired. And they're in the finishing stages. The high school still got some work to do. They're going to start on the district office on Thursday. We expect that piece to go through very quick. There's a couple of other facilities. We're waiting on the roof on the stadium at the baseball field. That cover should be in place. We're expecting it in December, possibly earlier, but we're planning on December. So for about the start of baseball season, that will be replaced. We've got a couple of issues with Owen School due to it being a historical building. The insurance folks weren't comfortable moving forward, and so we're going to take care of that roof within the district and try to get some compensation at a later date. That's not that big of a facility. So we will be moving forward with Owens and getting it where it's back in shape. The next thing, Madam Chair, is Violet Brown will be back in DeSoto County November the 1st. She'll be in Highlands County that day, but she's going to come visit with us, make sure we have all of our ducks in a row, so to speak, for special facilities funding. The architect came through, I guess, last week or week before last, and he said we're ahead of the game right now. We're ahead of the curve. We just need to keep pushing the ball forward and stay ahead of the curve. We want to try to be ahead of every deadline for a few, by as many weeks as possible. And again, Ms. Schumann, you might want to address the board with this about the middle school opportunity.
Oh, sure.
When we get to board member comments, but I thought that was outstanding also. That's all I have, Madam Chair.
Thank you, sir. Number 12, for public presentations, is there anyone in the room that would like to address the board on a non-agenda item? Seeing none, we'll move on to board member comments. Ms. Schumann, since it was already mentioned about, you have a situation that's a great opportunity.
Yes,
I'm going to talk about that.
I was contacted by our representative, Spencer Roach. He has reserved a spot for one of our middle school students to participate in the PAGE program. So that gives them a week-long opportunity to go to Tallahassee and to be part of the real-life legislation process. It's a great opportunity. It's kind of, difficult to get some of those spots. So the fact that he reserved a spot for one of DeSoto's kids is wonderful. Looking forward to that.
What does the application process look like for that?
So right now we have to kind of expedite that because the deadline is November 1st. So the middle school working with looking for, a student that they think would be a good applicant and having them apply and be selected.
Okay. What a great opportunity. Thank you for working with him to make that happen too.
Thank you.
That's great. All right, Ms. Mercer.
I just want to congratulate all the students that we just presented the awards. That's awesome, as well as our 18. Also, our organizational meetings is in November. We'll be either we'll be gone during, or it's actually the week of Thanksgiving usually.
Yeah, so we always run into this.
So
The reorganizational meeting has to happen.
I don't know if we want to look at maybe when we have our first meeting in November to maybe do that after, or do we want to set a whole separate day aside for that? Or
So there's like a statute, but
I think there is a statute that governs it. I think what we did last time is we approved it
for the Friday before.
for that date,
Mhm.
for the date. Now, last time it was a little different because you also weren't board members. So since we'll be the same board members, I think it's even easier, but we're just kind of approving it on that date, on a future date. So I think we could do it at the first meeting just for a future date.
So we'll do that at the first meeting in
Yeah,
November.
and it'll be effective after that second meeting. So we'll either do it at the end of the month, or I don't know if there's a signatory, but for the next meeting.
So the next upcoming meeting would be second Tuesday in November, which is the 14th. So at that point, we need to have on the agenda a tentative slate of officers to approve. Maybe just work with Sarah to be sure we have all the language right.
Yeah.
Paying for it then. Thanks for bringing that up. Every year, I think that they would adjust the statutes because
And
course
then
not.
I also think we'll be gone unless, I mean, the chairmanship academy and all is that 28th, which would be our second meeting. So I don't know how we want to handle that. if whoever is in the positions wants to go ahead
Right.
up to that and leave the other 3 here to.
So the chair would miss the first.
Yeah, the
First meeting.
And I think traditionally we cancel that
Yeah.
second meeting
Yeah, we,
Yeah.
of November.
so when we meet on the 14th, I'm sure we can,
Discuss that one.
yeah. That's right, and if anything happens like close to Christmas time too, look at you, Miss Calendar organized person. I see your big old book over there, you got all kinds of things. Anything else?
No, and just ethics training, that's due by the end of the
Oh,
year,
yes.
so everybody wants to make sure to get that in.
Good reminder, thank you. And FADS always puts out a good
I think we've already gotten the.
video, so
Yes.
we have
The
some.
links.
Okay.
We do, thank you. All right, Dr. Goodman.
I had a very nice visit yesterday at West Elementary. It was just so nice to walk through the classrooms and to see UFI in process in all the classrooms as I walked through. And none of them knew that I was on campus or anything. I just was there, and it was just so exciting. Dr. Reynolds, again, whew, you had me wishing I was back in the classroom yesterday because it was just so beautiful to see that. It's not really anything new. It's like UFly finally went back, took us back to what we knew as teachers was the best thing to do for young children in learning. Put it in a package so that it's all there and you can walk into your classroom day one and be able to teach and make a difference with the students. The interactive boards, the handout, everything. It was just awesome. And then watching the teachers with their little necklaces, their little devices that amplify their voices. And so I had a chance to talk with some of the teachers. Some of the teachers just loved it, some of them didn't like it, of course, but the ones who loved it, of course, saying that by the end of the day, they're not as tired because they don't have to talk as hard, because that's there. And it, ultimately it's to make sure that all children in the classroom hear. But we have the caveat that's really cool that the teachers aren't so exhausted if you have this soft voice. Now, me, I would probably have to have it on almost 0 because my mouth carries. But it's a wonderful thing. And just to know that they are safe there, to have that there, because so many times I would sit in my classroom, and so many times early on back in the day, I'd be in the midst of a teacher conference, and I was like, where's the button you push? Where's the emergency? But and now to know that they have that safety. That's great. And to have what they need to teach, that was, and the atmosphere there was just, everybody seemed happy, and it was really nice, very refreshing. One neat thing that I saw, I walked into the 4th grade classroom of Mrs. Parker, right? So she was doing a lesson, a language lesson, and she was talking about first person and all that. And it took me back to when I was a liaison at the high school working with the reading class. I was in as a consult for ESE students with Dr. Badilla. And Dr. Badilla was teaching third person, all of that. And I'm like, okay, here it is in elementary, and here I'm seeing it in high school. So real high school kids, like, I teach that in elementary because I'm seeing it for myself. I'm just excited over what I think that all of this will do, but we've got to have time to let it happen. We've got to let time. And so I hope that, I know we've got stuff coming up, but I just hope we have time to see this, because in education, the pendulum just swings back and forth. Okay, 1 minute was phonics, then the next minute we're doing the whole language, and then we're doing this, and then it's this, and that, and teachers have just been bombarded with all this stuff. But now we have something, full package that really works. Let's leave it alone and let them do it.
100%.
Yes, sir. Let them do it.
100%.
So that was exciting. And being at the high school was exciting. I must tell you that I was getting a little nauseated earlier with all those exposure hearing. My stomach was starting to really turn, and I was beginning to feel really sick. When I look at the implications on our society, and when I look at some of the body language of parents, the students, we're in trouble. I really don't know what the answer is, but when students think that it's okay to do drugs, and it's okay to handle everything by fighting, and it's okay to cuss teachers out and to threaten to kill a teacher and to. It's sad. So for me, I just have to handle it in a way. Personally, I know that I'm going to continue. We do it every Sunday. I continue to keep this school district on our prayer list at our church. I encourage us all to, those who believe in prayer, to continue to pray, because it's serious. We look at what's happening in Israel and what's happening globally. We're in a lot of trouble. And if we don't start getting to the root of it, I don't know. But that's all I have, man.
Okay, all right. And your play is scripted enough, but it's flexible enough.
It's
so-
scripted and flexible.
Yes, it's got some super great pieces and we're looking forward to hearing some good data. I think that you've just gotten some, you said.
Because one of the teachers said one thing they like is when they can see that being used from their class to the next class to the next class. And so that uniformity was good. And yes, the flexibility for them to be individual teachers is good as well. So
Yes.
yeah, that got me excited.
The only comment, well, of course, congratulations to our A team, really kudos to them. They work hard all year to make good things like that happen. So proud of them and all of our students that scored so well and were represented tonight. And then just a happy birthday to you for tomorrow.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
70, right?
We're not. That's a negative. We're not gonna get into you. Not even in that decade.
Very good. All right.
Thank you, ladies.
Yeah, you're welcome. Could I have a motion for adjournment, please?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Motion by Ms. Schoeneman, seconded by Ms. Mercer. We are officially adjourned at 5:52 p.m. Thank you, everyone.